Only the wind can shape the desert one grain at a time. I have lost myself in these dunes, building and building, but all in ruins. Ruin me, O shaper of sand, that this heap may be shaped again into the trail of seekers. Let them tread on top my ruins, and in their love for you become ruined. For this endless desert we call our dear life is only here to reveal what you concealed in the night. Carry me, my sweet wind, carry me anywhere. Only on your wings of love does this grain escape despair. There's something captivating about the desert that takes me to another world. A world that is enchanting, mystical, and even divine. Although I haven't spent much time in the desert myself, this vast and seemingly endless landscape speaks to me, like it spoke to so many poets and sages throughout history. At first glance, the desert may seem like a barren wasteland, devoid of any real life. Yet beneath its surface, there's this captivating allure, with sandstorms and mirages that challenge and disorient travelers. In this unforgiving terrain, we often find ourselves unsure of where to go next. And that's why I see the desert as a powerful analogy to life's journey. Like the desert, life is filled with mirages and illusions that lure us with false promises of happiness. We may think we are building something substantial, only to realize that it all rests upon a foundation of sand, ready to crumble at any moment. So I invite you to join me as we delve into this beautiful poem and uncover its spiritual wisdom. Together we will embark on a transformative journey where we can find solace, guidance, and illumination as we navigate the shifting sands of our own existence. We'll start with the first stanza, which talks about the wind shaping the desert one grain at a time. Now, this may seem like a beautiful and relaxing image, but there is actually a very deep and symbolic meaning here. The wind is an incredible force, powerful enough to bruise storms, erode canyons, and shape entire deserts. But as strong as it is, it's also quiet and imperceptible. Sometimes we might not even feel the wind at all, yet it's silently shaping the desert of our life, one grain at a time. In this poem, the wind represents none other than God Himself. God is the one shaping our life, even when we least expect it. Sometimes this influence is revealed in small, subtle ways. Other times, it manifests itself in drastic ways, like getting married, having children, or succeeding in our career. Every day, the sands of our life shift in ways we can never imagine, ensuring that no 2 days are ever the same. That is, the desert is never the same. It changes every day. And with each change, it takes on a whole new shape and meaning. When we acknowledge and accept God's presence in our life, we surrender ourselves to His wisdom and grace. We unlock true peace, joy, and understanding. So the next time you feel the wind gently caressing your skin, don't ignore or dismiss it. Embrace it and recognize it for what it truly is: the breath of God whispering life's deepest secrets. As Rumi said, the breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. It's a divine message that only a true seeker can hear. When you are deeply connected with your heart and soul, you can truly understand what God is trying to convey. But you know what? Sometimes living this spiritual life is easier said than done. We all get caught up in the joys and pleasures of life. We want to achieve greatness and be loved and appreciated by others. And we often get entangled in material things like money, status, and external recognition, gradually shifting away from our spiritual essence and becoming disconnected from God. This is where the second stanza of the poem comes into play. It reflects the reality that many of us simply lose ourselves in the endless pursuits of life. We keep building ourselves up, but only upon a foundation of sand. It's just not sustainable. In fact, when you think of ruins, you think of something that has been destroyed, dilapidated, and forgotten. Even the greatest empires and civilizations eventually ended in ruins. So who's to say that we won't meet a similar fate if we're unaware of our life's true purpose? That's why it's so crucial to be mindful of the life we're living and to question the true source of our happiness and fulfillment. Will our thoughts, plans, and endeavors contribute to our spiritual journey and withstand the test of time? Or will it crumble into ruins, leaving us with nothing? Let's take a moment to consider this. Even the tallest and strongest buildings in the world can collapse in the face of an earthquake or storm. So it's important that what we build in life can never collapse. We need to invest our time and energy in pursuits that have lasting significance, especially in the spiritual world. In doing so, we align ourselves with a profound truth: the wind of divine influence, the wind that is none other than God. By spending our time in ways that serve our spiritual growth, we become friends of the wind rather than its enemies. We cultivate resilience and inner strength to resist the allure of distractions. And we nurture a mindset that is aligned with God's wisdom and guidance, helping us navigate life's challenges with grace and purpose. So I encourage you to pause for a moment and reflect on the life you are living. Are you constructing your existence on a foundation that will endure, or are you merely building upon shifting sands? If it's the latter, then redirect your focus toward pursuits that can actually contribute to your spiritual journey and help you connect with the divine. Embrace the gentle whispers of the wind, which are guiding you toward true purpose and fulfillment. In this way, you will never lose yourself in the dunes. Now let's explore the third and fourth stanzas of the poem, where the true secret to our peace and happiness is revealed. Throughout our lives, we're constantly told to build, acquire, and possess. We're taught to chase success, find love, and follow our passions relentlessly. However, the real secret to our peace and happiness lies in none of these. The real secret lies in becoming nothing. That's right, nothing. Now, this may be the part where some of you start scratching your heads, but bear with me for just a moment. When we have a need or desire in life, it implies that something is lacking. For example, if we chase after money, our mind is telling us that what we have is not enough. And when that feeling of lack seeps into our heart, we become sad and hopeless. Think about it. Ask almost anyone what their deepest fear is, and it often boils down to the fear of becoming nothing in life. The fear of wasting our years and not achieving true success, love, or happiness. So we constantly feed ourselves with the illusion that what we have is not enough. And so our entire life revolves around this insatiable need for more. But here's the catch. Once we actually fulfill that desire, another one just pops up. So let me tell you a profound truth. True fulfillment isn't found by chasing after external desires. True fulfillment lies in recognizing our essence as nothingness, recognizing that we ourselves are nothing. Now, I don't mean this in a negative way, but rather in a deeply spiritual and mystical way. As Rumi said, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You see, we are not a thing. In essence, we are no thing. We are nothing. Even if we identify ourselves with our mind and body, we are still far away from the truth. Just like the wind, our true essence can't be seen with our physical eyes. It can only be felt and experienced when we turn our attention inward. The challenge is that we've become so accustomed to this material world, this world of things and forms, that we find it difficult to connect with something that transcends it. We struggle to connect with God or our true selves because they transcend the realm of words, objects, and forms. But this is what separates a true seeker from the rest. True seekers can connect with God and their deepest selves because they have turned away from building a pointless life on shifting sands. Through their experiences and wisdom, they've come to realize that true peace and happiness are not found in this external world, but rather found within our inner world, within our soul. So instead of asking for more things, true seekers ask to be ruined. They seek to become empty. And this emptiness extends beyond material possessions. It also includes pointless thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors that no longer serve them. Their mission in life is to unlearn and reverse the wasteful patterns they have adopted, which allows them to truly grasp the meaning of their lives. They work hard to break down the illusions they have built until eventually everything collapses, and in that collapse, they gain clarity. Because only when the illusion collapses can we truly see ourselves. Only when the ego collapses can we truly see God. The best part about this transformation, though, is that it doesn't just benefit us. It also touches everyone around us. It's like being in a dark room where everyone is holding an unlit candle. When we find a match and light our own candle, we can then use its flame to help ignite everyone else's candles. And as each candle shines, the entire room is illuminated. It's the same with our inner transformation. When we let go of our ego and embrace nothingness, we become like a trail in the desert that others can follow. It is as if we have found the path to spiritual enlightenment, and now we are inviting others to do the same. So while it may seem counterintuitive, it's in the act of becoming nothing that we truly become everything. By escaping the ego's grip and becoming nothing, we experience the fullness of life because we are intimately connected with the divine presence that lives within everything and everyone. Building upon our exploration of the poem's deeper meanings, let's now delve into the practical steps for attaining true peace and happiness. How can we actually become nothing and everything at the same time? The answer lies in the 5th stanza, and it's reiterated again in the final stanza. It all starts with cultivating love in our hearts. Not just love for God, but love for all aspects of life. When we truly love God, how can we not love all His creations? This is a feeling and state of being that goes beyond words. It must be experienced directly to be fully appreciated. But let me tell you, this love and devotion will change your life for the better. You will no longer be under the control of your selfish ego. Instead, you will be at peace knowing that you have nothing to lose because you are nothing to begin with. Fear will no longer dominate you because only someone who has something to lose lives in fear. When you realize that everything belongs to God, including yourself, you understand that you can never lose anything. Even if a loved one passes away, you did not lose them. Their soul lives on and you are still connected to it. Even if a goal slips away, you did not lose it. A better opportunity is around the corner. As Rumi says, anything you lose comes around in a different form. So in truth, you don't really have anything to lose. By understanding this, you become a guiding light, not only for yourself, but also for others. And as they reach the same level of understanding as you do, they will also become ruins and pave the path for others to follow. Eventually, everyone who truly seeks to reunite with God becomes ruined and at the same time becomes complete. It's a realization that goes beyond the illusions of the ego. We often think we need more, but the key lies in having less. As they say, less is more. And nowhere is this truer than on the spiritual path. Because the very act of humbling ourselves before God elevates us to a level few can only dream of. As long as we identify with the ego, we can never achieve true happiness. But when we open our hearts to see the truth, we can gradually reduce ourselves to nothing. And it is in this state of being nothing that we ironically discover how whole and complete we truly are. This life is but a desert, the beauty of which is found in its emptiness. It is both empty and full at the same time. That's why so many Sufi practitioners embrace the word Aish, or nothing. Their ultimate aim is to dissolve into nothingness, shedding every trace of ego to immerse themselves fully in the presence of God. God in His infinite wisdom doesn't openly reveal this truth. It is something we must actively search for, work for, and devote ourselves to. The spiritual journey is not only one of peace and joy, but also one of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. Because the secrets of existence, as we learn, are concealed in the night. They are concealed in darkness and require us to bring them to light. We bring these secrets to light through constant self-work, spiritual growth, and purification. It is through these transformative processes that we shed the layers that hinder our progress. Simply put, without this purification process, we cannot go very far across the desert of life. Whether we call it healing, self-discovery, or purification, the key lies in embarking on our own spiritual path. This is an intimate and personal voyage that no one else can undertake on our behalf. But with deep devotion to God, we explore realms and insights that few ever dare to venture, often in the darkness or in the unknown. For it is ultimately in the dark that we truly understand the light. Finally, we gain a glimpse of what it means to truly be free, like the wind gracefully moving through the open sky. When we resist connecting with God, our hearts become hardened, and we find ourselves unable to venture in the spiritual journey. However, when we surrender and empty ourselves, becoming as light as a grain of sand, we open ourselves to the transformative power of the wings of love. These wings carry us to new places and states of being that we couldn't have imagined before. In this state, anywhere becomes a sacred space as long as we are connected to God. It's about having unwavering faith and trust in God and surrendering to His will. When we surrender, God takes us on a journey beyond our wildest dreams. He guides us back to our true home, enveloping us in His loving embrace. And in His presence, all of our sadness, despair, and suffering fade away, making room for hope, love, joy, and peace. But are you willing to become that grain of sand, ready to soar with the wind? Are you ready to release your attachment to worldly identities and embrace the divine essence within? If so, then you are on the right path, and I have no doubt you will become one of the seekers who discovers the truth in these ruins. So I hope you enjoyed this deep mystical poem and the layers of wisdom and meaning it contains. I'm truly grateful for the time you've dedicated to watching this video and exploring the depths of spirituality with me. If this video and message resonated with you, I invite you to please take a moment to reflect on your own personal experience with either the poem or the teachings contained within. Share in the comments the parts that touched you the most, the insights you gained, and perhaps any reflections that came up throughout the video. Let's engage in a meaningful dialogue and support one another's spiritual journeys. That's what life is all about. And if you're looking for more spiritual poems, teachings, and meditations, please check out my channel. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date on all the latest videos and have access to a wealth of spiritual content that can continue to guide and inspire you along your path. But for now, thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon for another enlightening video. Until then, however, keep seeking, keep exploring, and keep flying on the wings of love.